So here I am, back again with the final update for this year's Best of the Super Juniors 30 from New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm going to first off apologize. The last couple of videos have been a couple of days late. Life is just getting in the way sometimes, and with work and the early morning start times for New Japan in the UK, sometimes I can't really be on schedule sometimes. So look, I have to apologize for that first. But look, let's get into this final match. Let's get into the final for Best of Super Juniors 30, and it was the final that I didn't expect and I didn't know that I wanted, with the final being Master Wato taking on Titan of LIJ. And as I said, the final I didn't expect, because it was both of these guys were the runners up from their blocks as well, and I did expect Mike Bailey actually to be in this final. So if you asked me at the start of this match who I thought was going to win, I'll be honest with you, I couldn't really pin down who I think would have won it. At the start, who would have booked it. And even before I left work, I asked one of my colleagues who doesn't watch wrestling at all, I just asked him Titan or Wato. And he asked, I said, just give me Titan or Wato. And he said Titan. I said, right, so I'm going to go for Titan. The opening of this match was a good opening start. It was kind of slow. Both guys to kind of feel each other out. Some really nice mat work from both of these guys, and they were just going to build up and ramp up even more. I think also in this match, this would have been a good story of how equal both these guys were, because nobody could really put their domination down in the match. You have little moments, and then the other guy would come back with a great reversal or a strike. And both guys were equal pretty much in almost every department. I would say Titan had slightly more athleticism than Wato, but then you've got Wato's kicks as well. And then it was just back and forth. It was great. LIJ being out there again supporting Titan as he was doing his high-flying maneuvers and some brilliant over-the-top rope dives from it. I know some people a bit fed up of the dives in wrestling, but you should go watch Titan's dives in this match. It was quite spectacular, and it was a good back and forth with great strikes and reversals, and with the crowd too. The crowd reaction was fantastic in this match. As I say, they were allowed to cheer again pretty much in Japan. We're almost back to normality, but you could really feel the tension in the crowd, and really the crowd were quite split. 1 minute chanting for Titan, then chanting for Wato, and just getting behind both wrestlers to create a fantastic atmosphere. I really wish I would have been at that one. That would have been fun to be at. If you're looking back at it, this was an awesome match. It was definitely an awesome final. It was one of those, again, I didn't expect this to be the final, and I didn't expect much of the match, but then you watch the match and both guys just went for it in this match. Obviously they're playing the psychology roles as well, or previously having banged up parts from going through this whole tournament. Because you've got to remember, this is for both these guys, this is their 11th match they've done in the Best of Super Juniors to get to this point over 3 or 4 weeks. So they were playing up to Wato. Titan kept going for Wato's knee, and I think Wato was going for more like Titan's. I think he was going for his legs and his lower back. So getting into the last parts of this match was getting very interested as well. They're very good in Japan at doing the near fall spots and really ramping that crowd up. There was, Titan, he kicked out of there was the high German, that move that has won a lot of matches with Wato. Titan kicking out of that, but then Wato, he was kicking out of double stomps from the top rope from Titan as well, creating more near falls, and you just didn't know when this finish was going to happen. But then they narrowed down. It got past the 20-minute mark, this match. I think it might have went near the 25 or just over 25-minute mark. But then we got down to the finish, and it took a bit. I think it was 2 high Germans from Wato, and then one of his I think it's a crucifix bomb. I think it's called something else, but he managed to pick up the pin, and Master Wato wins Best of the Super Juniors 2023. And it was I've got to be honest. When I first seen Master Wato in New Japan, I wasn't too sure. I wasn't sure about the name, wasn't sure about the look. He looks okay in the ring, but ever since I saw him in Wrestle Kingdom 17 in that Fatal 4-Way, I thought he was fantastic in that match. And if you go away to watch this tournament, this other thing I was also going to say is that you should really, if you ever get the opportunity to try and actually watch the majority of these New Japan tournaments. I know for a lot of people, they will watch the opening the opening night and maybe they'll watch the last night and maybe a few matches in between, including myself. I've done that as well. But this year I decided to try and go and watch every match. And if you watch the whole tournament, they really do tell a really good story, and they really built Master Wato up and Titan as well for this final, because I was cheering for both these guys during the tournament, and they really somehow, just I don't know, with Gero's booking, you're getting these guys over brilliantly. And just I said Wato won, and now we get to look forward to, because after he won, he wanted Takahashi to come to the ring, obviously the current junior heavyweight champion, and he didn't have the greatest of tournaments. He got a couple of defeats, so there'll be other wrestlers lining up to get a shot at Takahashi's title. But for meantime, next week, not that long to wait, we are going to get Master Wato taking on Takahashi at Dominion, one of the big pay-per-view events they do in New Japan, one of the ones I look forward to the most, and I will be definitely watching and reporting on. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to next week. But as I said, the conclusion, fantastic match. You should definitely go your way to try and watch this one. I mean, any final of a tournament in New Japan is always fantastic anyways. And hats off to New Japan for getting Titan and Wato over like that, especially Wato, because I've had a few friends that said they weren't too keen on him, but I've said to them to go watch this match, go watch the tournament, and it might change their mind, because it definitely changed my mind on Wato. And as I say, go out your way to watch the New Japan tournament. They're a lot of fun to watch, actually. And there is a lot to watch, but the high standard, that's the other thing, the high standard of wrestling. I can't remember really seeing any stinking matches. There wasn't really a match I sat there and thought, wasn't really into. Every match was consistency. In Japan is key. Definitely in Japan, they're very consistent at these tournaments, and the standard they bring into the in-ring standard. I'm sorry, the in-ring standard they bring to wrestling as well today. So that's it then. I've reviewed and updated you on everything that's happened at Best of Super Juniors. I will do the same when the G1 comes around. I'll be looking forward to that. But I hope you've enjoyed all these updates, and I hope you go out your way to watch some of these matches. Definitely the semi-final matches were fantastic. There was a lot of good block matches as well to go back and look on at New Japan. If you go and subscribe to New Japan World as well. And I'm just going to leave it here, and I shall be back hopefully with some more fun videos as well, some more match recommendations, and I hope you go and like and subscribe just to help me out, and I hope you guys have a really, really good day today.